The Division 2's story takes place 7 months after the events in the original game, which was released 3 years before the sequel. If you skip the original, or if it's just been a while since you played the campaign, let's take a quick look at the story so far. The date was November 27, 2015. New York City is hit with a terrible new smallpox virus that sweeps through the area. Apparently, it was planted intentionally on the United States currency, which caused it to be coined the dollar flu. As you can imagine, on Black Friday, the spread of the disease was lightning quick. The populace went crazy and Manhattan was placed under quarantine. Gangs and rioters saw this as an opportunity, and due to the intensifying chaos, the government had no choice. They had to activate Directive 51, or basically mobilize sleeper agents known as the Division. A wall was built to keep the most contaminated area cut off from the rest of the world. The real problems began once the power went out and all hell broke loose. The government tried to pull its people back, but very few survived. Eventually, the area came to be known as the Dark Zone, which in-game was also the dedicated PvP area with the best equipment and supplies. Wrangling these agents into a joint task force, or JTF, isn't easy, and the temptation of corruption is high. A helicopter was going to be sent in but exploded, killing a bunch of operatives, the commander, and wounding Agent Fei Lao. As missions are played where there is an effort to gather more people into a post office turned into a JTF base, you find out with Fei Lao's help that an agent named Aaron Keener had gone rogue. Recordings show him killing other agents and joining one of the surviving factions called the Last Man Battalion. The LMB was hired initially by executives on Wall Street to protect expensive assets but was abandoned in the chaos. Sick of their requests for extraction being ignored, they decide they want to go against everyone and start by killing a JTF agent. Charles Bliss, their leader, believes in establishing a new world order.
I think we need to modify the terms of our agreement.
Why, Colonel? It seems to be working perfectly well so far. You get the support of my people and their gear with field intel you couldn't dream of 6 weeks ago. I get a base of operations, a place on what's going to be the winning side, and the occasional use of your manpower as needed.
Not to mention the occasional surface-to-air missile. Or have you forgotten about that chopper in Brooklyn?
Look, my people did the dirty work on that op, Bliss, and eliminating Division Senior Command was as much a benefit to you as to me. The last thing either of us wanted was a senior division agent directing a second wave. Hang on, I'm getting feedback on the link.
We've been compromised?
Looks like. Cutting the link now.
No, don't you.
Instincts naturally kick in, and it's survival of the fittest. Other factions like the Rikers, filled with escaped convicts from New York's most notorious prison, are running amok. Revenge on the city seems to be the name of the game, so everyone in a uniform is targeted. LeRae Barrett runs the Rikers to prevent any fighting amongst themselves over potential power grabs. The Cleaners are a group of misguided survivors and sanitation workers pushed to the brink of despair. Often armed with flamethrowers, they believe the only solution is to burn the city and everyone in it to the ground. Joe Farrow leads this group of monsters. Their hope for a thorough cleansing by destruction makes them a deadly enemy to anyone or anything they deem contaminated by the virus. During the player's tenure in the JTF, missions are set to learn more about what happened before their arrival. You're led to find out more about the virus itself. A Russian virologist that goes by the name Vitaly Chernenko claims to have more info, but he gets kidnapped by Aaron Keener and his group. His goal is to tinker with the dollar flu and make it even better.
And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence.
Shifting over to the Division 2, the player controls an agent that's been added during the last 7 months. There is a call for help in Washington, D.C. that you have to answer. Most of the major cities have already been infected, throwing much of the United States into a nightmare. And even though your character is war-torn and exhausted, if the capital goes, the nation might be brought to the brink of collapse. Pushing on, you find new groups have been created from the remnants and survivors. New factions include the Hyenas, True Sons, the Outcasts, the Underground, the Black Tusk, and more. They range from simple raiders taking advantage of the situation to ex-JTF agents who are a bit battle-crazed to people who want revenge after escaping from a quarantine. The player needs to chase down and rescue contacts to recruit them back into the fold at the White House once you take it back. The AI is more savage, and the game is more difficult than the first right from the get-go. Naturally, the hotter environment compared to the Division 1 plays a part in the immersion, with NPCs and enemies wearing appropriate clothing for the climate. Civilians have set up settlements and control points. As you take them over, you can donate resources to help them put out more patrols and maintain control. Insidious plans will be revealed by those grasping for power during the campaign, and with society teetering on the edge of oblivion, your deeds could bring some much-needed hope. That is the story so far in the world of The Division. The Division 2 brings more of this crazy world, and we'll be there in the thick of things in this third-person action RPG. Let me know what you want to see happen in the comments below. This has been Jason for Curse, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.